What's going on, guys? Welcome to Anaheim, California. We got here last night and today is Monday and it's time to get this engine out. As you've seen what happened in San Diego, it did not go as planned. We threw a connecting rod through the oil pan and intros and I did not get to compete at all. So last weekend was officially the worst weekend of the entire tour. So what we're going to do now is get these bed sides off, start pulling the engine out. We have a spare engine in the trailer, a twin 572 to what this engine is now. It's the Roush Yates engines. It's another big boy engine, so we're going to pull this one out, get this one on a pallet, ship it back to Maryland, have it rebuilt, and have it shipped back to us in Houston, Texas for 2 weeks from now. So we're going to go ahead and get to work, get this engine out, so let's get to it, guys. So we got the bed sides off. We have to take them off so we can get the engine out and easily, get access to the engine so we're not constantly going in and under. So we take the bed sides off. We got the headers off, got the plug wires off. Now the next step is to get the converter bolts out. You have to put a ratchet in the top lower pulley. Let me show you here. You got to put a ratchet into here and crank the engine over by hand to turn the converter bolts. Let me zoom in here. To get those bolts out right there. I don't know, it won't focus. There they go. Those are the bolts. As you can see, the hole in the oil pan right there, that's not supposed to be there. So that's my next step now, is get all those converter bolts out, and then once those are out, I can start working on getting the blower taking the blower off. So it's just step-by-step process, and let's get to work again, guys. Okay, the converter bolts are out. I actually had to smash the hole in the oil pan back a little bit because I couldn't get the socket and extension up there to get the converter bolts out. So now all that's out. I got all the belts and everything off. So what that means is now I can start unbolting the blower right here and start taking these blower studs and bolts out, lift the blower off, set it over there. But right now Daniel's starting to take the transfer case apart because you have to take the front of the transfer case off, take the gears out, and then you take that top shaft out, take the coupler off the transmission, slide the transmission forward to be able to get the engine unhooked from it and everything. So Daniel's underway right now. Any comments, Daniel?
Ain't got none.
No comments?
No comments.
All right, man, you just keep doing what you're doing and keep doing it. So we're gonna get that underway, and it's just a process, but we're gonna get through it and have some fun while we do it. So just got the blower off, and now the next step is to get this front motor plate off and things like that. Right now Daniel is taking the starter off, and it's just step by step, little things. So we're gonna keep working at it, hopefully try to get the other engine set back down on the chassis tonight. So we're just gonna hustle. So the motor plate's off. As you've seen, that motor plate is a pain. I think it comes out a different time every time I take that motor plate off. It is like a jigsaw puzzle trying to get that thing out of there. But other than that, it's ready to go. We're gonna have to use a forklift or a law or a zoom boom, whichever you call it. So we don't have our engine hoist that we normally use. A lot of you have probably seen my previous engine pull video. I really didn't mean to make a video about it this quick already, but have no choice, so I'm gonna bring you guys this content. So we're gonna use a zoom boom since we don't have the engine hoist, and that's gonna be the next step. But I just wanna say, today is my little brother's birthday, so happy birthday, Charlie. I love you, man, I miss you. And my mom, miss you too. Brooke and Isaac, I love you guys. You guys are keeping me going. I miss you guys, and I'll see you within the next week when I fly to Canada. And honestly, all the positive comments on my channel so far is what's keeping me going with this, guys. I mean, it's been nothing but positive love, and it feels so good that you guys are enjoying this, and I'm gonna keep it coming to you if you're loving it. So you guys are keeping me going on this. So we're gonna get this engine pulled within the next half hour or so. My dad and Marty had to run to town. We're gonna need a couple extra hands to do this with the forklift. So that's the next step, and let's get to it.
The guy that decided to blow his motor just like I did.
Oh,
welcome to Anaheim.
He just wanted to be like the cool guys. The cool guys got the engines out of their trucks right now.
Delivery to you.
So Corey had an engine issue too, been a valve, so he's got his engine out. Oh, you can see it over there.
My whole mess of crap.
That's our trailer's a mess too. So that's what we're doing right now. And I got bored because I'm waiting on my father, so I came over here to bother Corey. Fiberglass, you gonna get blown off?
So you know what? I'm just gonna set this straight for a minute. Everyone always comes and asks for a little piece of body from the truck, and this look I'm wearing right now is why I cannot give it away, guys. I got to piece her all back together. So I'm standing out here on a hot, sunny day in California, wearing fiberglass.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
Right, blow him off.
Come on.
Come on, blow him off. Remember this, kids, when you say you want to do monster trucks, you just remember this. So it's about that time. We got the zoom boom, and we're getting ready to pull this thing out of the chassis. Let's pray this goes well. So the engine's out of the chassis. That went surprisingly well. And as you see, the hole in the oil pan. And let's take the oil pan off and see what Santa brought us for, you know, a late Christmas. It's not looking too good so far. That's what you don't want. Right here. Connecting rod broke. Looks like a connecting rod cap probably came off, and then it just started swinging around, and then it took the block out. As you can see, the big hole in the block right there. That sucks, man. This was a nice brand new crank. Block was good, everything was good, and now it's not. It sucks.
You done did her good.
You did good, Cole.
She's holy. I'm just gonna say a little bit JB Weld and some duct tape. I think we can fix this. I mean, your first whole problem on this whole thing is it's a Ford engine.
Says the guy with his engine out
we
over
do
here.
run at a higher.
My bottom end's good though. It's not the top end.
We do run at a higher performance.
All right, guys, gonna wrap this video up for tonight. We'll be back here in the morning to put this thing in. Well, put the other one in actually. So I'm gonna wrap this up for the night, and I will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is another beautiful day here in Southern California. It is day 2 of the engine swap. We are going to get the engine in and running today, but first we just got it out of the trailer, and we also have to swap over some things from the old engine and put it onto the new spare engine. So what we got to do is put the crank pulley on there, have to change the valve covers, do a couple plugs, got to put the flywheel on, and just some other minor things. I got to put my oil filter offset on. I run an offset for more clearance because my engine's set so low in the truck, so we have to switch that over. So we probably got about a half hour of work in that, and then it'll be ready to set down in the frame. So as you know, let's get to work. Alright, so we got the oil pan off. Now what we're doing is putting my original oil pump off, because I was having really good oil pressure with that pump. We have it shimmed just right to give us the proper oil pressure. So we got the pan off, and what we're doing is swapping those oil pumps, and it sucked in a little bit of metal in that one. So what we have to do is kind of rebuild a couple of them to make one going. So what you got here is the oil pump shaft that goes up into the block. And there's your oil pickup that picks the oil up from the oil pan. Right here, this is an eccentric pump. That's right, Marty, eccentric. Can't pronounce it. Right, it spins, wobbles around in there, and pressurizes the oil to throw up into your engine. And it all goes through there. So that's what we're doing right now, is getting that changed and putting in this on the engine, and that's pretty much the last step. Get the oil pan back on, and then we'll be ready to set that engine into the chassis. So we got the pan back on, and now we're ready to get the engine in the chassis. So let's get to it. Let's get this thing in, and let's get it underway. So the engine is now in the chassis. It was pretty difficult using that big forklift. It's not that maneuverable and easy to manage as a normal engine hoist. So we finally got it in, and now we got the motor mounts on. Daniel is just putting the transmission against the motor now, or the engine. So now we're gonna get this front engine plate on and just a process after this. So the engine plate will go in here against that, then the blower and all that good stuff. So we're sitting here in the parking lot actually putting the engine in the truck and people taking some pictures. You come to find out they're actually V2 Fit subscribers, and that's awesome because it shows that the channel is growing and pretty excited. So thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
You'll definitely be on the video, so appreciate your past support.
No, thank you, man, for doing all you do.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We go to World Finals every year. This year would have been 11th in a row, but
It's a product.
yeah,
It makes it a
so,
lot tougher. A lot of people are going to have issues with that.
yeah, we went all out last year. We did a VIP package, saw the qualifying,
Double down and all that.
Yeah, so,
Sorry you guys couldn't make it this year.
no, it's all right.
We're having a rough year, as you can see, so
Yeah,
hopefully we turn the luck around and maybe get the World Finals.
Yeah, we were watching you on Instagram, on YouTube. Awesome job, man. Well, keep up the good work.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Appreciate everything you do. Thank you for your sticker.
You'll be here this weekend for the show?
Yeah, most definitely.
Awesome. I'll see you at Pit Party then.
Yeah, we'll be here. All right, have a good day. Good luck.
Blower's on now, got that on, so what we'll do is start getting all the belts on, the big blower belt and the steering and the fuel belts, and then we'll start cranking the blower over to get to them converter bolts down in there, get all the converter bolts hooked up, and then after that's done we'll basically put the headers on and it's pretty much done after that. So I think we got around another 45 minutes. We've had a couple setbacks today, just so much commotion out here in the parking lot. It's a little different from the garage, so there's always commotion and things like that, and you lose track because every little thing you do has a certain step and process. So some processes were getting forgot and had to backtrack, and it was a pain, but we're getting it slowly. So another 45 minutes or so, she should be pretty buttoned up. So Marty's just getting the oil filter offset on the engine right now. Everything's pretty much ready to go. The only thing we have to do is set the magneto down into the offset and time the engine and get some oil into it, then it'll be ready to fire. But we're running out of daylight right now, and it's gonna make it hard to film too. Plus we don't have the oil and everything with us. We have to go get that at an auto parts store. So tomorrow we will wrap this up. We're gonna wrap the video up for tonight, and tomorrow we'll finish it up, get the engine started and get it timed, and make sure it's ready to go, and maybe give the truck a little bit of a cleanup. So we'll continue this tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight, and I will catch you in the morning. Good, beautiful morning, guys. It is a third and final day of this engine swap, and honestly, we could have done this in 6 hours, get this engine out and back in, but we've just been taking our time and having some fun out here in Southern California, and just making sure everything's right, cleaning some parts up and things like that. So really just taking our time on this, not really in that big a hurry. But today we're gonna get the magneto in, time it, fire it, get all the oil in, get everything ready, and get this truck finished today and have it ready to go for the weekend. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, which is Thursday, and Saturday, which sucks. The show day, gonna have a rain day, but that's okay. We're still gonna have a good time. So let's get to work and get this thing finished up, buttoned up, and started and timed, and it's gonna be a good day. So the oil's in the engine, everything's ready to go in the engine. Now we got the timing light out. So now what we're doing, we have the wire that goes to the number 1 cylinder wire. And every time the number 1 cylinder fires, it sends a signal to the light right here. Now use your timing light to aim down here on the timing mark. And every time that flashes, it should flash right on the proper timing mark to let you know the engine is properly timed. Start it up. Well, that is a wrap, guys. The engine is in, it's running good, it's timed, it's ready for battle, and I think we're gonna have a great weekend. I know I've said that in some previous videos, but I honestly think we're gonna have a great weekend. We always do really well here in Anaheim, and I'm always excited to come to the stadium and show these fans what's going on. And if you're watching this from Anaheim, please get your tickets, guys, and please come and meet us in the pit party. They're saying it's supposed to rain this weekend, but we don't care. We're gonna go play in the mud. We don't care. We're gonna go out there and prove what Overkill can do. And I just want to stop and thank all you new subscribers. This channel is starting to blow up slowly, and I really appreciate every one of you guys, and we're gonna keep this thing going. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you this weekend here in Anaheim at Angel Stadium. Peace, guys.